Welcome, devoted fans of the bold and the beautiful, to another gripping deep dive into the tumultuous world of Luna Nozawa. On today's Holly Jonas channel, we're pulling back the curtain on a storyline that has left viewers on the edge of their seats, hearts pounding, and emotions spiraling. The question burning in everyone's minds: will Luna lose her unborn child while trapped behind the cold, unforgiving bars of her prison cell? Could this be the devastating twist that shatters her already fragile world? Join us as we unravel the layers of this heart-wrenching plot, exploring Luna's desperate schemes, the dangers lurking in her prison environment, and the gut-wrenching possibility of a miscarriage that could alter her story forever. Buckle up, because this is the bold and the beautiful at its most dramatic, and we're diving in head first. For those who followed Luna Nozawa's journey, her current predicament in prison is not her first brush with confinement. The young woman, whose life has been a roller coaster of ambition, betrayal, and heartbreak, is no stranger to the harsh realities of incarceration. In a previous stint, Luna proved herself resourceful, cunning, and willing to go to extreme lengths to secure her freedom. Using her wit and charm, she orchestrated a daring escape, manipulating the system and those around her to slip through the cracks. That audacious move cemented her reputation as a character who doesn't just survive, fights claws, and schemes her way out of trouble. But now Luna finds herself back in the suffocating grip of prison, her freedom stripped away once more. This time, the stakes are higher than ever. She's not just fighting for herself, she's carrying an unborn child, a fragile life caught in the crosshairs of her chaotic existence. The weight of her situation is palpable, and the question looms: can Luna's cunning save her this time, or will the walls of her cell become the backdrop for an unthinkable tragedy? In a shocking turn of events, Luna has resorted to a perilous tactic to manipulate her way out of prison. Drawing on her past experience, she's enlisted the help of a fellow inmate to stage an escape, but to inflict visible harm that she hopes will sway the prison doctor's opinion. The plan: a staged attack to prove she's in danger, a victim of the prison's brutal environment, unworthy of being confined in such a perilous place while pregnant. The scene was nothing short of chilling. In a dimly lit corner of the prison, Luna braced herself as her accomplice. A hardened inmate with a reputation for violence delivered a brutal punch to her eye socket. The impact was swift and merciless, leaving Luna with a black eye that bloomed like a dark omen across her delicate features. The pain was excruciating, but Luna gritted her teeth, knowing this was her ticket to freedom, or so she hoped. The injury, stark and undeniable, was her calculated proof to the prison doctor that her life, and that of her unborn child, is at risk. This act of self-inflicted suffering is vintage Luna blend of desperation and determination that has defined her character. But it's a dangerous game she's playing. The prison is a volatile ecosystem filled with unpredictable players who don't take kindly to manipulation. By staging this attack, Luna has painted a target on her back, inviting the wrath of inmates who might see through her ruse or resent her attempts to game the system. And then there's the physical toll. A black eye might be the least of her worries if her plan backfires. Luna's entire scheme hinges on convincing the prison doctor that her safety and that of her unborn child is in jeopardy. She's been counting down the days, pacing her cell, her heart racing with every distant footstep that might signal his arrival. When the doctor finally visits, Luna's relief is palpable. Her bruised face tells a story of violence, and she pleads with him, her voice trembling with a mix of fear and hope, to see her as a victim in need of protection. But the doctor's response is not what she expects. Enter Will, a figure from Luna's complicated past, who steps into her cell with a demeanor as cold as the concrete walls surrounding them. His words cut deeper than any punch. "I only care about the baby, Luna, not you." The statement lands like a thunderbolt, stripping away any illusion of compassion. Will's focus is singular: the child Luna carries, not the woman herself. It's a devastating blow to Luna's already fragile psyche, a reminder that her value in the eyes of those around her is tied to the life growing inside her, not her own humanity. This moment is a turning point, a stark illustration of Luna's isolation. She's surrounded by people, yet utterly alone, her fate resting in the hands of a man who sees her as little more than a vessel. The question now is whether Will's concern for the baby will push him to advocate for Luna's release, or if his indifference to her will leave her trapped, vulnerable to the dangers of her environment. As if Luna's situation weren't dire enough, the specter of a far greater tragedy looms over her storyline. The Bold and the Beautiful is known for its gut-punching plot twists, and the possibility of Luna losing her unborn child is a storyline that would send shockwaves through the fandom. The prison is a pressure cooker of violence and chaos, and Luna's staged attack may have unintended consequences. What if her ploy spirals out of control? What if the inmates she's provoked decide to retaliate with real violence, not just a staged punch? Imagine the scene, Luna, alone in her cell, clutching her abdomen as a sharp pain rips through her. The dimly lit cell becomes a claustrophobic nightmare, the walls closing in as she realizes something is terribly wrong. The other inmates, sensing weakness, might seize the opportunity to settle scores, their attacks fueled by the prison's brutal code of survival. A single misstep, a moment of vulnerability, could lead to a devastating assaultone that could cost Luna her child. The loss of her baby would be more than a personal tragedy for Luna. It would be a seismic shift in her character arc. Her pregnancy has been a beacon of hope, a reason to fight through the darkness of her circumstances. Losing it would plunge her into a depth of despair that could redefine her path. Would she emerge hardened, vowing revenge against those who harmed her? Or would she crumble, her spirit broken by the weight of her loss? The writers of The Bold and the Beautiful have never shied away from pushing their characters to the brink, and this potential storyline feels like a powder keg waiting to explode. To fully grasp the weight of this storyline, we need to step into Luna's shoes. Picture her in that stark, unforgiving cell, her bruised face a constant reminder of the risks she's taken. Every creak of the prison, every shout from a distant cell, sends her heart racing. She's not just fighting for her freedom. She's fighting for the life of her unborn child, a child she's come to see as her redemption, her chance to be more than the sum of her mistakes. Luna's pregnancy is a complex thread in her story. It's a source of vulnerability, yes, but also of strength. In a world that has often turned its back on her, this child represents a connection, a purpose. Yet, that purpose is under constant threat. The stress of her environment, the physical toll of her injuries, and the emotional weight of Will's cold dismissal all converge to create a perfect storm. The human body can only endure so much, and Luna's is being pushed to its limits. As fans, we can't help but wonder, how much more can Luna take? Her resilience has been tested time and again, but the potential loss of her child could be the breaking point. The writers have crafted a character who is both fiercely independent and deeply flawed. And this storyline is a crucible that will reveal who Luna truly is when everything she holds dear is at stake. The Bold and the Beautiful has a storied history of tackling heavy, emotional topics, and Luna's arc is no exception. Soap operas thrive on drama, but they also resonate because they reflect the complexities of human experience: loss, betrayal, and redemption. Luna's story taps into universal fears: the fear of losing a child, the fear of being trapped, the fear of being seen as less than human. It's a narrative that invites viewers to empathize, to question, and to engage. The possibility of Luna losing her child is a classic soap opera trope, but it's one that never loses its impact. It's a storyline that forces us to confront the fragility of life and the consequences of our choices. Luna's decision to stage an attack was born of desperation, but it may lead to a tragedy she never anticipated. As viewers, we're left wondering, is this the price of her ambition? Or is it a cruel twist of fate, a reminder that even the most cunning plans can unravel in the face of life's unpredictability? So, dear fans, where do you stand on Luna's perilous journey? Will her scheme succeed, earning her a ticket out of prison and a chance to protect her unborn child? Or is The Bold and the Beautiful setting the stage for a heart-wrenching loss that will redefine Luna's character? Could this be the moment that breaks her? Or will it fuel her determination to rise from the ashes? We want to hear from you. Drop your thoughts in the comments below, share your theories, and let's unpack this drama together. Is Luna a master manipulator who will outsmart the system once again? Or is she a tragic figure teetering on the edge of devastation? And what about Will? Will his concern for the baby lead him to fight for Luna's release? Or will his cold indifference seal her fate? The beauty of The Bold and the Beautiful lies in its ability to keep us guessing, to pull us into the lives of its characters and make us feel every twist and turn. Luna's story is a testament to that legacy, a reminder that in the world of daytime drama, no one is safe and every choice carries weight. We hope you enjoyed it and look forward to sharing more with you in the future. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe my channel for more updates on The Bold and the Beautiful.